Take this as my formal apology. If you hear background noise, it's because my window is wide open. You hear those squeaky brakes going by? I hope not. And I have my fan blowing. You know, we're in the middle of September. I'm really trying to be in my spooky, cutesy, fall girl, Harry Potter, hoa 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 era, you know? And for some reason, my neck of California just will not cool down. Like, girl, you had the last 3 months to be hot if you wanted to. You missed your chance, you blew it. Can we please get into fall? Please. Anyway, today I'm here to read more of your guys' submitted stories. Hey babes! Welcome back to Moonbae Crochet. It is Brandy, and today I am here to read more of your guys' submitted stories that you have sent to me in my email that pertain to crochet, knit, all things crafty. So first of all, big shout out to everybody that submitted something. Thank you so much. And in case you are new here, my name is Brandy. I love to do crochet content on here, sharing patterns and projects that I love, sitting reading a cute story with you guys, having a cute crochet and chit chat moment, just getting cute, cozy, and crafty with y'all. So if any of that kind of content sounds interesting to you, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, sticking around. We have lots of fun here. And without further ado, I'm gonna hop into your guys' stories. And in case, before we get into this, if anybody else has something that you would like to share with me, it doesn't necessarily have to be a story, and they also don't have to be crazy absurd stories like you've seen me read in my r/MID videos. But yeah, any sort of story that you have that has to do with the craft that you're into, maybe a cute memory, maybe a funny thing that happened while you were, you know, working on your stuff, whatever it is, feel free to submit it. But also you can feel free to send me any pictures of whips, projects you got going in the works, or projects that you finished that you're really proud of. Please feel free to send them to my email. I love sharing what you guys got going on. Also, you are free to be completely anonymous if you so choose. Just let me know. And anyway, all right, I have quite a little stockpile now of stories that you guys have submitted to me, so let's jump into them. The first story we're going to read today is from a subscriber named Josiah, and they said, "Hello, I have been enjoying your channel and thought you might enjoy the time I was accused of a conspiracy. I only knew how to crochet at the time, but I loved knitted colorwork hats. I crocheted something similar using mosaic crochet and was wearing it at a gift fair. There was a knitter who was selling colorwork hats, and I was looking at them. She comes to talk to me and compliments my hat, saying something about how I can already knit well, so I don't need to buy hers. Now, normally I try not to correct people on crochet versus knitting, but in this case it was relevant. When I told her I actually crocheted it, she scoffed and told me that you could not do colorwork with crochet. I told her that you can, and I did. Then I took the hat off so she could see it. She looks at it and says, you must have crocheted the crown and had someone else knit the body and attach it so you could trick people. Like, yeah, that's something a sane person would do." She wasn't joking. She was convinced that this was all a big conspiracy to make people think you can crochet something that can only be achieved by knitting. I took my hat back and walked away. Anyways, thought you might find that funny. You can share the story and the picture if you would like. Thank you. And this is the hat. I cannot believe that you made that. Like, wow. I feel like that must have taken hours, but wow, it's gorgeous. But yeah, I mean, look, like the crown and the brim are like all, you know, one solid color, but to accuse you of doing the crown and the brim and then having somebody else like knit the middle is, yeah, that's insane. Like, what? And why too, like at a fair where you are actively trying to get sales, where you are sitting set up ready for people to come up and make a conversation with you all day, maybe seeing what you can sell them, why would you like accuse somebody of doing something like that? Like, this is a potential customer who was interested in your items, and now you just turned them off and you weirded them out. Like, what in the world? That is very strange behavior, and don't like that, but it is a funny story, I will say. Thank you so much, Josiah, for sharing. Your hat was gorgeous. Okay, the next submission that we're going to read is from a subscriber named Kira. She actually was the subscriber who sent pictures of her cats wearing cute crocheted little fruit hats. I was obsessed. So she sent me something else now that says, "Hi, I attached a photo of the blanket and pillow I made with green yarn. Also, for some giggles, I am including a picture of something I tried to crochet. I saw a photo of it and saw the pattern was paid, and I thought, I think I could wing it. No. no. I definitely did not successfully wing it, and after posting on r/crochet help, I was recommended to post it to r/cursed crochet. I didn't even know that was a thing. The Reddit community got a good laugh from it. I asked for advice on how to fix it and got some great ideas, but the interest in this project has left the building, so it's been put on the back burner for an undetermined amount of time. Can you tell what it's supposed to be? Ooh, okay, let's see. Oh my god. Wait. Hold on. Okay, so sorry, I thought that I was supposed to be looking at the green one. No, the green one is so cute. It almost looks watermelon themed because of like the border and the little matching pillow, like a watermelon themed blanket. But oh my gosh, your little kitty. Oh, it looks so adorable sleeping there. She's so cute. But anyway, yeah, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, that thing that you made is supposed to be an opossum. At least that's what I think. I mean, the bottom of it is very much giving bird, like it looks like a beak, but you know, I'm assuming like the tail, the long like rat-like tail, the colors, and the fact that it's like hanging by the tail. Like, don't they do that to sleep? I really don't know. How do they even do that? Aren't their tails like little skinny rat-like tails, and aren't they kind of heavy? They're like fat rats, right? I don't know, but the point is, it kind of looks like you stuff maybe plastic bags in there, and then you can pull them out the mouth, except the mouth very much does look like a beak. So it looks like a hybrid between an opossum and a bird, but I think you were going for opossum. And honestly, that is like a funny concept, cute concept. Like, you know, possums eat stuff out of the trash. It's like a trash bag dispenser. I'm liking the vision. I am. It is a little terrifying, but hey, I think considering you tried to wing it, you did pretty good. I mean, unless that's not what it's supposed to be and I'm completely off base, but I think I got a good knack for this type of thing. So yeah, wow, thank you for sharing, Kira, and thank you again for sending me more pictures of your kitty. I love it when you guys send me pictures of your pets. Please keep those coming. I love the little critters. The next submission is from a subscriber named Francis. They said, I know you like cute things. I made this bunny rabbit for our new baby cousin, Arden. It's made partly from a fluffy white yarn from a stash of yarn left by her great-grandmother, my Aunt Maxine. She apparently tried to use the yarn as one of the 3 skeins was balled up. I tried it first by itself, and it was impossible to see the stitches, which is probably why it wasn't used yet. I put it with some regular pastel variegated yarn and then could see the stitches well enough to crochet. It also gave the bunny a very subtle color. It was quite a challenge, but it will go to a sweetheart of a baby girl. Here is the photo of the bunny that Francis made for the baby, and oh my gosh, it's so cute. Yeah, I completely understand what you're saying. Yarns like that, I have just a couple of them in my stash, and they have been sitting there for ages because it's just impossible to see the stitches. Like, I don't know how people, like, I see TikToks all the time of like, oh, crochet a fluffy cow with me, and it's all that like super fluffy yarn, like not even chenille, like 3 steps above that, where it's like hairy, almost furry. And I'm like, how, you know, and most of them say like, oh, you know, you go based on feel, but I'm like, I can't be feeling my way around an entire project. Like, I need to be able to see my stitches. So people who can work with those types of yarns, bless. But this is a gorgeous bunny. Thank you so much for sharing with me. That is so cute. I love the little bow that you added. So adorable. The next submission is from a subscriber who would like to remain anonymous, and they said, hello Moonbae Crochet, no need to say my name. First of all, like everyone else wrote, thank you so much for your videos. I only started 2 days ago with watching your Am I the Asshole videos and now watch your subscriber stories. I did follow you because you have a really nice and positive vibe and it's fun to listen to you. Thank you. Also, it is lovely that you give people the chance to tell their stories. Short introduction. I'm from Germany and one of the older millennials. Oh, so am I. Wait, actually, no, I'm not. I think I'm a younger millennial because I was born in 95. Yeah, my man is an older millennial, but whatever. I can relate to all millennials. I learned knitting, crochet, cross stitch, and sewing back in elementary school. Crafts was a school subject back then, no idea if it still is. For the longest time, I never did anything with the skills, only having bouts of, I need to create something with fiber or fabric. All of it was simple projects because I hardly looked up tutorials or anything, and more thought, F it, we ball. I had no idea what I was doing and still don't. But by now, I at least look up how things work and use patterns if needed, mostly because one needs a pattern for crochet, or I do. Now, this is hopefully really as wholesome as I feel like it is, but here's my crochet story. I only picked up crochet again because I figured that I wanted to relearn it, having seen the amigurumi hype and wanting to try it, but never knew what to make. Then I saw a package of amigurumi yarn in a store with cute colors and a really cute crochet dragon on the package. I figured that there might be a pattern in that package and I can crochet the dragon and we can use it for our D&D campaign. I never found the pattern inside or on the webpage of the manufacturer. There were other dragons, but not as cute. I ignored the yarn and instead continued to crochet and knit dice bags. Crochet the bottom and then knit upwards, so the bottom is really nice and strong and the bag is soft. At one point I thought, screw it, I will now crochet my D&D cleric and see how that goes. I hope I said that right, cleric. It did not go well. I had no idea what anything in the pattern meant. Not the pattern's fault, and sadly I don't know anymore which pattern it was, but good enough for me to have my character as a little puppet, no bigger than maybe 2 inches, 5 centimeters. I'll add a picture of her on vacation at the Northern Sea, at the beach, and in Iceland, close to the Stroker geyser. Hopefully I said that right. I added some clothes from scraps. She also has a sword and a shell shield. You can see it in one picture. It is now on her back and not on her head. Anyway, I took her with me to the D&D session, of course, and the 2 friends I play with got inspired by that. Friend number 1 was already pretty good with crochet and knitting, but the other one, friend number 2, had always said that crochet was not for them. But friend number 2 now wanted to make the whole party as puppets. Number 2 learned and got themselves hooks, got themselves the perfect yarn for the puppets, and more for other projects to learn even more. They are now by far better than me. They made amigurumis for siblings, friends, created bowls/baskets, and the like. Number 1 got inspired to crochet more again too, also picked up knitting again. Both are better than I'll ever be, again, because I can read patterns by now, but still live by F it we ball and good enough. I think there is now a lull in the creation again, but I do hope that they both will pick up the hook again and number 2 will finish the project. I can't wait to help to sew the characters' clothes, probably with number 1 together, because again, way better than I am in that craft. So these friends inspired me to also crochet a basket/bowl and got myself the needed yarn. Of course, I had lots of leftovers. I always knit/crochet at work, in meetings, and my coworkers are supportive about it and even impressed. At one point, the team got invited to a running dinner by 2 team members who live close together. So we started at A's place, walked over to B's place, and then back to A's again. I crocheted a small basket so we could put the presents the team bought as a thank you for the dinner in it. Colleague A kept the basket and was really happy about it. I still had some yarn left and recently made a 3rd basket for B's birthday. Loved it too. Anyway, these baskets made our newest team member ask me about crochet, and at one point I suggested, I can show you. We can just sit down together during our break and you learn to crochet. And it took some time, but we finally did it and now try to crochet together on Thursdays during our break. By writing this story, we did it 4 times already. The whole team joins if possible. Everyone wants to relearn and it's really fun. The colleague who wants to learn now wants to make a granny square blanket and is making slow progress, but that's how it is. Constantly learning and loving it. I still prefer to knit, but I'm happy that others pick up the hook and just do their thing. And I look forward to the Thursdays. Also, I feel inspired to also finally try to make a blanket. After I finish knitting the baby blanket for another colleague, finish to sew the D20 pillow for friends, and maybe finally finish to cross-stitch an emblem from a video game. Also, there is a chunky wool I just knit for fun and busting some of my stashes, etc. I am really happy that other people get inspired by me screwing around. It's just awesome to think about. Sorry for the long-winded story. I could tell more about all kinds of crafts, but maybe I'll submit them at a later point. Thank you very much if you read the story, and best regards to all your subscribers and fellow crafters. You all continue doing what you're doing. Keep creating and stay awesome, because it connects us all. Best wishes, Confuse, I think. Confuse. P.S. First time sending a story to a YouTube channel. I hope I did not make too many mistakes. You didn't make really any mistakes at all, I don't think. In fact, considering that you said you're from Germany, I don't know if like English is your second language, but you like write very eloquently. If there's a lot of cuts in this, it's just because I can't freaking read. That's never any of your guys' fault, it's me. But the little picture of your little monito, ooh, he's so cute. The little cape around it with the flowers, that's so adorable. Oh, I love that. And I really like the messaging in your story as well. Like I think it is a really good feeling when something that you're doing can inspire other people to get, you know, that creative juice flowing and stuff like that. I really love that. I also really love your message here at the end about how, you know, it connects us all. Like, stay crafty, keep doing what you're doing. Like, yes, please, everybody, please. We need more happy people in this world, bro. It is like a scary place out here. And I think the more that we can like kind of indulge in the things that make us genuinely happy and feel at peace, we are able to share that with other people, and you know, kind of makes us all a little bit more positive. But thank you so much, Confused. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. How would you guys say it? It's literally spelled like confused, but with a K instead of a C. Not sure. But regardless, thank you very much for sharing your story. I don't mind at all that it was long, and if you have more that you want to send me, please feel free. The next submission is from a subscriber named Evil Green Jellybean, and they said, "Hey there, been a fan of your channel for a while now, as I love watching your Am I the Apple videos while I work on projects. Anyway, I wanted to share this sweet moment with you as a little lighthearted moment to contrast all of that. One of my friends recently saw me working on a shawl and asked me if I could make them one, and because I trusted them not to give me any trouble. We were pretty up in the air about prices. This is my first commission, so I was really lost as to what to ask for. I did tell them that if they liked any of the yarns that I had that wasn't set aside for future projects, they could pick that and I would not charge them for materials, as I wanted to use it up anyways. We did end up going yarn shopping, and they picked out some absolutely gorgeous colors. A dark green solid and nice cream solid, and an orange and green ball with different shades of the colors mixed in that will look amazing with the pattern. I originally told them $50 because that's the first number that came to my mind. They told me no, but because they thought I was underselling myself. So not only did they buy all of the yarn, roughly $20, but we settled on $75, and they aren't trying to rush me at all to get the shawl done. I don't know how I got so lucky with an understanding friend like that. Anyways, I thought you would enjoy this. Evil Green Jellybean. I do love this. This is one of those people that does not fall into the category of not everybody in your life deserves a crochet gift. Because one, well, this isn't a gift, like they are commissioning you for something, but going forward, if you ever want to crochet them something just for fun, I think that they're, you know, one of those people that does deserve it. Because yeah, it's so refreshing to come across somebody who is willing and able to pay what the work is worth. Yeah, and I really like that they didn't give you any hassle. They bought the yarn no problem. Instead of thinking, oh, $50, what a steal, because clearly they thought that, they were like, what are you doing? No, I'm not going to pay you $50. This is going to be way more work than that. And they like insisted on paying you $75 after they bought the yarn too. I love that. What an amazing friend. Thank you for sharing your story. I love a good positive story. The next submission is from a subscriber named Raven, who didn't send me a story, but they did send me a photo of their gorgeous kitty. Their gorgeous kitty. They're knitting a, looks like maybe a rainbow blanket or a sweater. I'm not positive, but their kitty's keeping them company. They're supervising. They're making sure you don't make any mistakes. Love that. Thank you so much, Raven. And the last story that we're going to read today is from a subscriber named Dylan. And they said, so I, 22 femme, do craft shows. I do lots of crochet animals / dolls. The popular items with kiddos are your typical animals / creatures like bunnies, octopus, mermaids, etc. This dad and his little girl come up, can't be more than 2 years old. She takes a while choosing what she wants, picking up several. Okay, no problem. I literally make children's toys. Touch away, kid. Anyway, she ends up choosing not one of the tons of typical kid choices, but Freddy the Fox from Five Nights at Freddy's. She was very happy to get it, really hoping she had no clue what it was, and the dad had no idea about the franchise, so I said nothing. So now this little toddler has a fox character from a horror video game possessed by a dead child who was murdered. Fun times. Honestly, love that for you. Hey, you made your sale, the kid got something that they liked, the dad was none the wiser. What are you gonna do? The kid liked what the kid liked. Like, what are you gonna do? Tell the dad, hey, just so you know, this is like, just let the kid live. I love that for you, honestly. This reading subscriber stories might have been like slightly shorter than my typical reading subscriber stories, or even my r/am I the videos. I do have a few more. I kind of, you know what, I just decided that if I did this all in one video, it was going to be extremely long. So I'm going to just gather these stories and read them for another video, and then we'll have 2 of these videos going up very soon. But again, if you guys have anything else that you would like to share with me, photos of pets, your stories, knitting, crocheting, crafting, whatever, your experiences at craft fairs, anything like that, please feel free. My email is always linked down below, like I said in the beginning. I truly appreciate you guys so much for being here. As always, I so appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. I hope everybody has an amazing rest of your day, week, month, night, whatever you're having. Please enjoy yourself, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!